and a very warm welcome to this live webinar. We are here today to announce the Spark, the winner of Spark Ecom Scholarship. We're so excited for this new venture, for this new initiative that all four of us have put together. So first of all, hi, Mark, Jason, Kevin. How are you all doing?
Great, thanks.
Hi, everyone.
So let me just quickly give some background on this Spark Ecom Scholarship, and then we have the winners with us, or the winner with us, waiting backstage. So let me quickly share my screen, and for those of you who don't really know what Spark Ecom Scholarship is, this is just going to be like a quick overview of what we are doing over here. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so Spark Ecom Scholarship. This is basically a $2,000 scholarship to help one seller start and scale an Amazon business. So Spark is presented by Asian Seller, JasonTayOnline.com, and India Sourcing Network. And what does the recipient get? So basically, the recipient gets free access to Jason's 2-day live Amazon training, including 4 one-on-one coaching calls, and also lifetime membership of his Facebook group. Then a lot of consultancy calls with me, with Margaret, with Baptiste. And the recipient also gets 6 months access to Helium 10, absolutely free. And then they also get access to a PPC workshop that we are planning to do in February, and then a PPC workshop in March, and a listing optimization workshop that we're doing in February. So all of this is basically meant to help the seller start and grow their Amazon business, basically. So who were we looking for? We were looking for somebody with a lot of drive, determination, somebody who's business-minded, has a strong work ethic, and is willing to take risks, and also somebody who's consistent, resilient, tenacious. And they could be located anywhere in the world. They could be part-time or full-time in e-commerce. And they could be completely new to e-commerce, or maybe they're sort of newish and have launched a couple of products. So what did we receive? We received actually 20 videos from sellers from all over the world, from Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, Singapore, UK, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia. And it was just so amazing to see all of these, very inspiring videos. And a lot of these sellers were completely brand new. And then there were some sellers who had some experience. They had their own brands as well. And so Margaret, Kevin, Jason, and I, we watched all of the videos multiple times, and then we scored each of the videos, each of the applicants on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest. And then we basically just added up all of the points, and we chose our winner like that. So who has the spark? Who is the winner? Now, before we get into that, before we announce the winner, we're going to show you the video that of the selecting of the winning person. But before I do that, I want to talk to Jason, Marg, and Kevin a little bit, and I want to get your thoughts on, what did you think of the entire process and the videos? Margaret, do you want to go first and tell us a little bit about what you thought of all of the videos? And you're muted.
My dog was barking, as usual. Look, they were all excellent. I mean, everyone had put a lot of effort into it. And like, you could have really given it to anyone. It was really hard when you were scoring them too, to sort of, go down the scores and try and sort of think, oh, gee, I don't know, now that one is as good as that one. So it was really, really hard to actually, I think, choose a winner. And I just think it's such a great opportunity for, everyone who was in it to, get some help and, get a scholarship and really get themselves going on their Amazon journey.
Yeah. Kevin, what about you?
Well, I just loved going through the videos and sort of analysing the people, and I just loved the effort that they sort of went to, and sort of every one of them, they spent time and put effort, total commitments and effort into putting the video together, and there was obviously clear winners, so to speak, but no, I just love sort of going through them. And look, I just love people who have got a spirit and they want to succeed, and sort of see the young ones sort of come through with that spirit of wanting to succeed. You know, and what it's all about is a bright spark. And I think,
Yeah,
you know, I think there's a couple been ignited today for sure.
absolutely. Jason, what about you?
Yeah, I just want to say really appreciate everyone who submitted your video. Appreciate the time, the effort that you put in, and it was I was personally quite touched, inspired by various videos, by your stories, and it was really hard to pick the winner from a bunch of the videos, and that's why I felt compelled to extend the, in a sense, some of the scholarship beyond what we announced, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, teaser.
Good on you. Yeah, Jason, you're such a generous person anyway.
Yeah.
And I know that it's in your spirit to help as many people as you can. And once you see the people, if they sort of need help, I'm sure you're just going to shine through, mate. There's no worries there.
Yeah, totally. Really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm sure people are eagerly waiting to hear who the winner is. So let me share my screen and I am going to show you the video of the person who has won. Are you guys ready? Dun, dun, dun. Here comes where the fireworks. We need
Mr.
like a drum roll and
It's
fireworks
a
and all.
fireworks, Megla.
Sparklers.
Sydney Harbour
Sparkles.
Bridge.
We need
Sydney Harbour
sparklers.
Bridge.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, I need to make sure that I have shared audio as well. Ta-da! Okay, there we go. I'm gonna play the video,
There you go.
and let's just
Hi,
watch this video first.
my name is Farrah, and I'm from Brunei. I've been an entrepreneur since young. When I was 8, I spray painted rock and sold them at school. I drew cartoons and rented comic books to my friends. Now I'm in charge of strategic sales planning for pharmaceutical drugs in the country. I'm very new to e-commerce, but they won't stop me from building an empire. I make profit from selling pre-owned clothes on Instagram. I unleash my creativity by creating content on my kitty. I love creating and sharing homemade recipes on social media. I believe that with proper guidance and mentorship, I can make a difference by serving and adding values to others. My objective is to become a successful e-commerce entrepreneur, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Mentally, physically, spiritually. It's amazing how the world is really big. And I always like to explore and learn new things every day. I know that there will be dark days, blood, tears, sweat. This is the part where most people quit, but this is where success is born. Stars can't shine without darkness. Despite the limited e-commerce opportunities in my country, I still find ways to penetrate and capture global opportunities. No matter what, I always try to make the best out of failures and roadblocks. Winning the Spark Scholarship would be truly a priceless and humbling opportunity for me. I want to learn from the best teachers, receive valuable education, and most importantly, I want to be part of an amazing community that knows how to give back.
Ah,
That was fantastic.
What an
Right.
amazing video, right? Oh my God, that was so
fantastic.
cute. You can actually see the passion.
Yeah.
So the winner of Spark Ecom Scholarship is Farrah Zaidi from Brunei, and I'm going to invite her on the screen now. Farrah, welcome. Congratulations.
Well done,
Thank you
Farrah.
so much. Thank you. I
That's
feel very
excellent.
grateful and humbled to be part of this. So maybe, as said before, I'll just talk a little bit about my background. I'm 29 years old and I have 5 years experience in pharmaceutical sales. Currently, I work a 8 to 5 p.m. job as a key account manager in charge of sales planning for widely used medications in Brunei, such as anti-diabetic medication, stroke, cardiovascular products, to name a few. My experience with e-commerce is minimal at the moment. I've only sold thrift clothes and created IG content for my cat and things I'm passionate about. I have not sold anything on Amazon at the moment or any major e-commerce platforms, but my long-term plan is to sell on multiple e-commerce channels full-time.
Awesome.
So maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and so Farrah, tell us about the video and the whole process of putting that video together. So first of all, you really did put in a lot of effort, and you went outdoors, and the entire script. It was like really awesome. Tell us how that came to be.
Yeah. So the video was worth 2 to 3 days of shooting and 3 to 4 days of editing. It took a while for me because it was my first time in creating a video for an audience. I've never done it before. There was a lot of planning involved. I wanted my audience to feel what I feel when I think about building an e-commerce empire. So feelings like excitement, inspiration, and resilience. And so I took the time to plan for the script and deliverables such as nonverbal messages, specific images, and sound and video effect that I wanted to incorporate in the video. In terms of shooting, my younger brother was the film / cameraman, and I have to thank him for being part of this because he was really nice enough to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to come hike with me in the jungle.
Awesome. So Farrah, in the video, your determination and your spark really is shining so bright. So tell us what really drives you. I mean, especially, you want to create an e-commerce empire, but what inspires you and what drives you?
I think it's my innate curiosity that I've always had all this time. So, coming from a country that has limited opportunities for e-commerce, it's hard to, find opportunities here. But I felt like, the world is so big, and, it takes effort to look at how big the world is and just go out there and, find out what's out there. And for me, I think e-commerce, gave me that platform to unleash my energy and my curiosity in so many ways. So I was driven by, that curiosity to learn more about e-commerce, what it really is, what can it do to help people, to serve people, that kind of thing.
Awesome. Well, Mark, Kevin, Jason, do you have any questions for Farrah?
Do you want to go, Jace?
Sure. First of all, congrats, and
Thank you.
That's very impressive for a first video. Well, I was thinking I need to outsource video to Farrah.
If I may add, the tools and softwares that we used for the video were a Huawei cell phone, and the softwares were iMovie from like the free, iMovie app from Mac, and also Canva, which is also free. So we didn't spend any money on this, but we had fun creating it. Yeah.
Brilliant. So just mobile phone and whatever free software comes with a computer. Great. And I also picked up one point you mentioned when you were sharing just now. You said to sell on multiple platforms. So that's a great way to think. That you always want to have multiple income streams. So this is it's not just about selling on Amazon. And I always say you don't have an Amazon business because Amazon's not your business partner.
Correct. Yeah.
nevertheless,
I sort of
it's a great channel.
the same sentiments as you, Jason. And I mean, I keep saying I wish I was 30 years younger. We're just, you know, the world is an open sort of platter at the moment. I mean, you know, for you know, young entrepreneurial people like you, Farrah, you go a long, long way with your present sort of mind, you know, with your mindset. You know, to look into the future and different marketplaces that are opening up. Who knows? In 2022, there might be more marketplaces opening up. But if you're primed and ready to meet those expectations, I mean, hey, you're ready to take the world by storm. And I think, you know, the way it's going at the moment with you know, the internet, etc. Wow, the world is just an open space for bright sparks to make a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and look, and I think actually living in Brunei, I mean, it's obviously a little bit more difficult to get a lot of information and network with people, because I'd say there's not millions of Amazon sellers in, you know, your little sort of country. So yeah, principality. I was going to say that, and I thought, is it that? Yeah, it's fairly small. So you know, I think that you know, it's really good that, you know, you are keen enough to know about it and want to expand into something that's, you know, obviously a little bit more difficult than the normal person, because, you know, if you're in America or Australia, you can join groups and go to meetings all the times and things, whereas obviously, you know, for you, you can't just pop down the road to a meeting or, you know, join a group as easily, except on the internet. So I think, you know, it's really great that you're keen to do that. And I mean, the world's your oyster, because you'll be the only seller on Amazon in Brunei, maybe. Who knows how many sellers are selling on Brunei and Amazon.
Hey, Farrah, you might end up richer than the Sultan.
Let's not say that out loud.
Okay, sorry.
Farrah, tell us, like, what is the e-commerce kind of scene in Brunei? I mean, are there, you know, like e-commerce websites? Is e-commerce growing, and is there interest among people there to sell online?
Yeah. So just to share, e-commerce is very new in Brunei. Sometimes it's not even heard of in some cases. There are some e-commerce websites that are selling groceries and you know, essential things, but it's not really moving because the people here in Brunei, we're more into face-to-face kind of cash interactions. We don't really use credit cards or debit cards as a norm. I mean, we do have those kind of facilities, but it's a lot of businesses use, you know, cash transactions as a form of doing business. It's a very different world out here. Like a lot of people still buy things from physical stores, and you know, e-commerce is still, it's in infancy stages basically. So the other day I opened my business bank account, you know, to because I was going to delve into this e-commerce business, and the person who was helping me at the bank, he was telling me what sort of business was I going to go into, and I told him I was going to do an e-commerce business, and he has never heard of anybody, you know, venturing into this. Nobody, like, none of his clients has ever done it before. And I said, maybe you haven't met one before from Brunei. Maybe there's some people around that are doing this business. And they said, no, they haven't heard anybody that are doing
Are they
this.
the only bank?
We have several banks though. So it's a very alien topic here, you know. Just to share, you know, there aren't any COVID cases in Brunei since March, because we're so we sort of live in a bubble where you know, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are from Southeast Asia, you sort of know how Brunei, the country, works. But you know, there's a lot of pros and cons in that. We are much more close knit, you know, close knit community. So I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah, I kind of enjoy, you know, the face-to-face interactions.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely. So
Star of
you're sort of a
Brunei, too.
trendsetter.
yeah. Well, Farrah, hopefully the Sultan and his entourage might even watch the video, and he might come and sponsor you.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
You're sort of a trendsetter now there, right? I mean,
Yeah,
with all
yeah.
of what you're doing. Amazing.
Trendsetter.
Well, Farah,
Right,
congratulations.
right.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huge congratulations to you, Farah. Great effort. And we know you're
Yeah.
going to go really, really far with e-commerce. And, you've got Jason to guide you. You're already signed up for his workshop, for his training next week. So I'm sure you're going to absolutely enjoy that. So we're not going to say bye to you yet, Farah, because we have a surprise for everybody. So there were so many videos. There were so many, people who sent in lovely videos, and they were so passionate. We just couldn't give only one scholarship. We had to give more. So we have a first runner-up of Spark Ecom Scholarship. And what does the first runner-up get? So let me quickly share my screen and tell you what is it that the first runner-up gets. So the first runner-up basically gets free access to Jason's course, including 4 one-on-one coaching calls with him. Plus, they also get access to the 6-hour PPC workshop and 6-hour listing optimization workshop. So this is pretty good as well, I think, just to get people, give them a bit of information and get them started with Amazon. So let's see who the first runner-up is. She is waiting backstage, and I am going to invite her here. Tricia from Australia.
Hey, hey, Kev. Hey, Marg. Hey, Jason. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations to Farrah. Well done. That was such a captivating video. It was just unbelievable. So inspiring. Well done.
Yeah.
Thanks
Mark, do
so
you wanna
much,
go?
guys. This is just honestly, it's such a shock, actually. And I'm just overwhelmed, to be perfectly honest. But thanks so much for this opportunity. I think it's absolutely amazing. And thank you to all of you for extending it beyond just, one person and supporting me as well. So I think that's fantastic. Thank you.
That's not a problem. But you two ladies put so much effort in, and the content that you sort of give us was just so good. Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah, lovely.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. It was my dance moves that got you, wasn't it? Be honest.
No, with your hair.
Especially when you jumped on a tabletop, Tricia.
Oh,
So you are the bright
Yeah,
spark
yeah.
because you've got the hair to start it. So
Yeah.
you-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there.
I think even you two. I think even you two girls have become pen pals. You're going to be friends. I think you're going to be friends on Facebook very quickly.
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely. Love to bounce ideas off Farrah and help each other on the journey. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There's another mastermind happening.
Oh, I think there's another one there.
Yeah.
So Trish, would you like to just tell us a little bit about your story and where you're at and what you've done so far?
Yeah, sure. Well, mine's a funny one actually, because it was actually my other half who introduced me to the world of Amazon, and he said to me one day, "Oh, Trish, have a look at this. This sounds really interesting. This might be something that we might be interested in doing." So I looked into it a little bit more and found it really interesting, and I thought, look, is this something that I could do? Would it be fun? Do I have the ability to do it? And I guess the answer to all the questions was yes. And then dove into it, I suppose, and been doing it for about a year now. Just I only have one product that's live at the moment on Amazon. Love to branch out into sort of other platforms eventually, and really grow my e-commerce business. But it's been really interesting because for the last few weeks in December, when I was really sort of seeking clarity around my my why and also my goals, and just sort of really touching base with all of that stuff, that I sort of realized that that this is something that I really want to do. But I had a little bit of a I hit a bit of a crossroads in that journey, because I actually have another business, and both of these businesses are taking up so much of my time, and I had to make a really, really big decision. And that really big decision was to sort of put my other business on hold and sort of pull back from that completely and just dive into this e-commerce business, which is actually a really, really big, big thing for me, because when you've only known something for, only one thing for such a long time, and then you decide to, sort of stop that and try something completely new, it actually can be quite scary. But, on the flip side of that, it's going to be really interesting, and, really excited to, give myself, that challenge and just see what happens. Yeah, so really excited to see what comes of it.
Yeah, and I think the scholarship has probably come along at a right time for you. So what do you think the scholarship will do, those extra little...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, I think it's going to help, sort of empower me to reach my business goals, by gaining the knowledge that I need to really grow my business, pursue my business dreams and build that successful e-commerce business, and also, to reach those long-term goals that I have as well, personal as well as business, and I guess understand how to manage some of the changes that Amazon keeps throwing at us all the time. Everybody knows it.
Who's going to answer that one?
Amazon's constantly throwing curveballs at us, so we have to learn to manage that. So I think, acquiring the foundational knowledge will be really valuable. And ultimately, I want to learn how to scale really quickly. And I think that a lot of the learning from Jason, and also, the PPC course and also listing optimization will really, really help with that.
Yeah, no, I think, Jason's good at scaling, aren't you, Jason? You've done a really good job of scaling your business, so I'm sure you're in the right hands.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Tricia, you're all signed up for Jason's course next week? I mean, Jason's training? Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
great.
all ready to go.
Excellent.
Awesome. So congratulations, Tricia. And guys, we couldn't stop there. We have a second runner-up as well. Gosh, what did we do? We started this scholarship and we thought we'd only be giving it to one person. And then now we've got a first runner-up and a second runner-up. So what does the second runner-up get? I'm going to share my screen again and just talk to you about that. So the second runner-up gets 50% off Jason's training. Plus, they also get access to the PPC workshop and access to the listing optimization workshop. So, oops. Okay, I'm not doing well today.
There's a lot of people to manage on the screen.
I know, there is. I'm like just all over the place today. I should have rehearsed this better. Let me introduce.
Yeah. You've been super excited all day, though, mate.
I know. I have been super excited. Yes, I've been waiting for this. So let me introduce our second runner-up, who is Mark from Singapore. Congratulations, Mark.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
How are you doing, Mark?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Yeah, especially, from one person, and then it's like expanding to 3 people. Yeah.
No problem. Well done.
Yeah, awesome. Well done. Jason, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so I think Mark connected with me a while back.
Yes.
Maybe you can touch on that. Like, what was that about?
So back then was, I think, 6 months ago, right? That was when I started, learning how to sell on e-commerce on Amazon. And then I created a seller account on Amazon. And then 1 month in, my account got mistakenly suspended by Amazon. So I was really desperate. I was looking for resource and opportunity, other resources. And actually I found out Jason's website, I think a few weeks back, and I reached out to him. I think hopefully that my Amazon account will come back, to life. But after 6, or rather it was 1 month before. I mean, one month ago, my Amazon account got reinstated. So that was where I only then started beginning selling on Amazon with my first product. Yeah.
So that's a pretty fast mover. account open for 1 month and you already have a product that's moving. Wow.
Yeah, well, 6 months down on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
what happened with Mark's experience was he reached out to me essentially like a cold call on Facebook Messenger or email, I don't remember. And I guess, I don't know whether you were surprised, you actually got an answer from a real person.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I do try
dropped
to
a message.
Right. So I do try to reply to everyone, and I reply to lots of messages all the time. And I just want to say to everyone else out there as well who send in your videos, we do, again, I want to say, we really appreciate your effort. And I was really blessed by hearing some of your stories. So yeah, do stay in touch and look out for an email that will come your way as well. And congrats to our 3 winners. I look forward to having you all on Monday.
Yeah, we start Monday. We're not wasting any time, are we? Awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So, so these are our... Yes,
Sorry,
ready to go.
sorry, Magla.
So, Kevin, what else do we have? Do we have any more prizes to go?
I think we have, but I'm not entirely sure of them because I didn't get the paperwork. Can you tell me? Sorry, Magla.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been super excited all day too, and I said,
there you go, Kev, it's on the screen.
So there we are. So yeah, I mean, we have 3 winners, but then we also wanted to give a little something to everybody else for the effort that you guys have put in. So everybody is going to get 10% off Jason's training, which starts next week. So if you're interested, you need to reach out to Jason soon. And then you also get a bit of a discount on the PPC workshop and the listing optimization workshop. So it's not a lot, but hopefully it will help you a little bit and just motivate you a little bit. And it's also a way for us to thank you for putting in all of the effort, creating all of the lovely videos. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for sending in your videos. Cool. So everybody gets something. What I was afraid of was if we chose just one person, then everybody would be so disappointed. So that's what I was kind of thinking, and that's why we decided to extend it to.
Thank you for that, Magla. That was wonderful.
Yep.
And I couldn't have said that better myself. Actually.
For the 3 winners. When we scored all the videos, just for your info, you guys were only like 1 point apart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very close.
Very
And
close.
from listening to you, I was like, no, but I want to help these guys.
Well, we just want to make it easy for you guys.
It was
to make it a little bit challenging.
Trish, Farrah, Mark, you guys, there's a mastermind in the making.
Yes, there you go.
You call yourself the
Spark.
Yeah, Spark Mastermind.
Yeah, Spark Mastermind.
Myself and Mark, I've never ever had one mastermind. We've had multiple masterminds for ever. We always try and create masterminds wherever we do, whoever we meet, and we form relationships with people. And we're always learning. We never stop learning. Even though we look old and decrepit and whatever, we're still learning. And we meet along the way. We have the privilege of meeting so many brilliant people that sort of have so many different ways with Amazon, with e-commerce, and sometimes it's wow, it's even over the top of our heads, a lot of things to condense. But once you sort of sit back and you take it in, it's business, and business is business, whichever way you look at it. So wouldn't you agree, Jason? I mean, numbers is numbers, business is business. It's how you put it all on the plate, and whichever plate you sort of decide how you're going to sort of eat from. So...
Yeah, and look, and I think it's important to actually have some buddies when you're doing this. It's a very lonely road, especially if you're, at home like Tricia, who's given, up what she was doing, so it's, her whole day is going to be focused on Amazon, and just sit there all day and not communicate, and probably the same with Farrah and even you, Mark. I mean, so, even if something, you get a stupid message from Amazon and you can sort of go, oh, God, this has just happened to me. What do you think? Or I've had no sales today. And I mean, it's just that communication, and it's good to have a few people that you can, just ping. You don't have to be in a tight group with agreements and everything. You can just talk with, get a few buddies that you can just chat to. And I think that helps you so much, because, some days you can be, I'll wake up and go, I'm just over Amazon today because something else, they've sent me another lovely letter about something. And you do get, sort of despondent. And I think if you haven't got people to lift you up and, give you a kick, say, have you done that yet? Oh, I haven't got round to doing that. Well, why? And somebody else can just get you to drive you a little bit when you're sort of on a bit of an up and down, because it is a roller coaster. Amazon isn't easy. It's a roller coaster ride. And there's a challenge every week, at least, I reckon, nearly every day lately, but there's always a challenge.
When Mark says that to me, I just say, I'm going to golf. See you later. No, I don't. I'm only kidding.
Sorry, Jason, what did you say?
I said Kev leaves you to feed and tame the beast.
Not really, Jason.
So Mark, is this a full-time, are you focused entirely on e-commerce, or do you have a job as...
Yeah, I actually have a job. So my profession is actually a data analyst. Yeah. And so this is like a side hustle, I would say. Yeah.
And you hope to someday build a business?
I think definitely not just Amazon per se, because Amazon was like a nightmare initially, but definitely I think e-commerce as a whole, like across different channels, and also I think building a brand or few couple of brands down the road. I mean, that's my vision, that's my angle, and hopefully it's either supplementing my income, or if not, it's really something that could replace my full-time job. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
On the same page there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Amazon is a good starting point. I mean, that's the thing. Amazon's the starting point. There's multiple platforms that you can go to, but you've got to start somewhere, and you've got to sort of get in somewhere where you get it happening. But anyway, Jason's the man. He's been there. He's done it. He's doing it. He's doing it.
So Tricia, you are 100% e-commerce now, right? You have...
I've leapt in, jumped in.
That's
give it my
huge.
all. It is huge. Yeah, it is huge, because as I was saying, it's really... sort of scary when you've only known one thing. You've gone to university, you've put in the time, you've developed that career over there, and then all of a sudden, that's gone, and then you've just decided to do something else. But as I said, I mean, I think it's, I know I have tremendous potential to do it. I know I can be really successful, and I just really want to challenge myself, because why not, and it's fun, it's interesting, and, there are so many, reasons why, I decided to do it. So, just really, really excited. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Well, okay. Congratulations. Does somebody want to say something else?
I was just going to say, I love the way Tricia's confidence. I love your confidence.
You gotta have confidence, Kev. You gotta have.
You've got to have the confidence. Anybody hasn't got a confidence, but I just love when we've had little chats in the past, and sort of, I just love your confidence. Yeah. And I'm sure Farrah, Mark, we'll all sort of intertwined over the coming time or whatever. And look, you all showed like great of confidence. So good luck to you all. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited to be part of this.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks so much to the India sourcing trip, and the Asian seller as well, and Jason Tay for, and Kevin Marg for this opportunity, because, it's really exciting to also be part of the first of its kind, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Pretty cool.
Well, do you know what? Hey, folks, I'll just tell you something. We made a deal with Megla when we first met her that whatever we do was going to be a first of. That's in our contract. That's in our contract.
We have a contract. I didn't get the paperwork.
You were drunk, Megla, when they
But-
made you.
You guys need to communicate more.
But look, we're trying. Megla is fantastic, and we're trying sort of bring you guys things that are the first of or close to or whatever, just to keep everybody in the loop and just to keep it fresh and honest, and to bring you, I mean, all the factories and suppliers and all the people we brought to you, over the last 12 months. I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure, hasn't it, Mark, to talk to
it's
people.
exciting. Well, I mean, otherwise we'd have been sitting home pretty bored if we couldn't go to India, because I mean that was the highlight of our year, a couple of trips to India.
Yeah, and to accumulate, we're now, it's got to the point where you guys and it's just special to us that it's gone this far. To be honest, it's yeah.
Can I just say a couple of things? Sorry, Meg.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just to everyone who's listening in, the three of you and also everyone else. I think one point about networking and masterminding and just being in relationship and connecting with people, I think that's really, really key. For me, that was a huge key when I started out in 2013, 2014, with zero background in this. I mean, I used to be in more the non-profit and events organization, professional audio. And before that, I was a high school teacher. I used to teach history. So when I jumped into e-commerce, I had no clue what I was doing. I thought maybe I'll just open a Subway outlet. That was my plan. And then what happened was 7 of us got together and formed a mastermind. Somebody reached out to me. And it turned out that all the other 6 were grandmas or grandpas. But that was really helpful for me personally, because one of the grandmas in that group, she had started selling on Amazon because she had a fall in the bathroom and broke her hip. So she was on a wheelchair for about 6 months. And while confined to a wheelchair, she thought to herself, you know what? Why don't I learn to do something? And so she started selling on Amazon.
That's
and
awesome.
Within her first year, she was doing about 30,000 USD per month. And so being part of that group, I would always, whenever I was like down or feeling challenged, or I would always like take her as inspiration. Like, whoa, if she can do it, what's my excuse?
Yeah.
That's true.
So I just want to encourage everyone here, not just the three of you, but everyone else who's listening in as well. Do keep in touch. I think this group, like the India sourcing group, the Asian seller, it's a safe place to be as well, to sort of, and Mark and Kevin, myself, Megla, for us, integrity and our reputation is number one. And I, for one, cannot stand dodgy, scammy gurus. So that this is a safe place in terms of networking and just checking in with one another, asking for help, and that's something that we want to be here for the community as well.
Absolutely. And I think that's the reason the 4 of us, work well together, because we have very similar values. Of course, we want to, earn a living, and we have to put food on the table, but we also want to help the community, and we want to make a difference, make an impact. And that is, super important for all of us. So yeah, I think that's why we have sort of immediately, when I shared this idea with Jason and Margaret, and they were like, yes, let's do it. Absolutely. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's sign off over here now. So Tricia, Farrah, Mark, huge congratulations to all 3 of you. And we will probably check back in the next, 6 months or so and see how you're doing. But Farrah, I'm going to have a separate call with you on the Asian Seller podcast. I want to learn about your story, and we'll go in depth into your hopes, aspirations, your dreams, and we'll learn more about you
Of
on
course.
the podcast. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us over here today, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And thank